Okay, joined by Dessie Farrell, looking ahead to the Leinster Football Final this weekend against Louth. Dessie, I guess it is Leinster Final time. It comes around pretty quickly. How are preparations going this week for the game?
Yeah, preparations are going well. Obviously last week was more about recovery after the semi-final and picking it up this week, and the lads are focused.
Yeah, you've had a couple of injuries the last couple of weeks. So, like say, Brian Howard missed the semi-final win over Offaly. Jack McCaffrey, we obviously haven't seen either over the past few weeks as well. How are they looking, and injury-wise, how are you looking ahead of the game?
Yeah, with injuries, it's always in a state of flux, to be honest. You never know. A session like tonight, we could pick up one or two. So we're under constant observation, and particularly minding fellas who might be a little bit injury prone. Jack has come on well over the last couple of weeks. Brian Howard, we're hoping we'll see how he gets on later in the week, but hoping that we have a clean bill of health.
From the Leinster Championship point of view, obviously wins over Meath and Offaly in the quarter-final and semi-final. How do you assess the campaign overall so far heading into the Leinster final?
Yeah, pretty decent. There's definitely some aspects of our performances that are very pleasing. There's also equally aspects that we need to work on, and very much a work in progress, so we've identified some of those. The 2 weeks between games, it's a nice time to help us go at and chase some of those down, so that's what we've been doing this week.
From the point of view of Louth, obviously in the Leinster final, what have you made of Louth so far this year, and how do you assess their challenge ahead of this weekend?
Yeah, well, their progress continues under Ger Brennan, of course. They've come on leaps and bounds in the last couple of seasons, as everyone knows. This year, very unlucky with a couple of their league performances. The closest of margins, they lost some of those games, but did well towards the back end and had a very strong Leinster Championship campaign themselves so far. So their second year round, been in a Leinster final to play against Dublin, so they will be, I'm sure, relishing the challenge, and we won't be underestimating, that's for sure.
And finally, Ger Brennan's obviously a man we know very well in Dublin GAA. Obviously be facing him for the first time as Dublin and Louth managers this weekend. Somebody who has obviously a big history in terms of GAA as well, both in Dublin and obviously outside Dublin as well.
Yeah, of course, Ger brings another dimension to this game at the weekend, and has been a great servant of Dublin football, knows his stuff in terms of coaching and management, as well as a number of years experience under his belt at this stage, and I'm sure he's delighted with the progress the Louth team have made under his tenure, even though it's a fairly recent appointment, and he'll be relishing the thought of a crack at Dublin on Sunday.